comments if you can hear us okay. If you're watching on replay, put hashtag replay so we know you're here as well too. Welcome to our Fast Start training and our Q&A. This is a place that it is very system driven as well too. So we have, what's cool is in our organization, I was just chatting, we have an officers club chat room, and this is all the officers. Officers a place that if you're not yet there, you want to get there. That's the magic promotion in this company where you have a comma in the paycheck. Who here would love a comma in your weekly paycheck, by the way? Give me a wave or put a me in the comments. Yes, it's a very big thing. I still remember when I got introduced to this profession in the first place, just getting my first paycheck was exciting. I'm like, wow, this is real. A lot of you here have already gotten your first one. If not, it's coming very soon. And then I remember life really changed though when you make $1,000 in 1 week, because you look at that and you're like, that's career money for most. That's job money. Something switches. You're like, this could be really serious. So officers, that title. So I was chatting with our officers club just a little bit because we just have so many people that are just doing amazing. You guys are crushing it. I hope you guys are having fun at the very least. Who here is just having fun with your business? You just love being a part of this. You just love meeting new people and just sharing amazing products and just learning and leaning into that. That's a really big key right there. So just to let you know, we started as one team. 2021, we launched the Warrior Movement. And then we're now starting to sprout and expand, and we have organizations of leaders, and it's so cool how it works. So we're all one family, but you're going to see separate, different subsystems and teams, and it's kind of cool how it all works, but we all have the same mission statement and all the same dream and everything. And as a part of that, there are different systems and different onboarding frameworks as well too. So today we're going to go through the specific Warrior Movement system so that you can have a good understanding of how to utilize our tools and how to scale things. Okay. I also have the honor of introducing you to two rock stars today. In just a little bit, we're going to chat with Cindy Keys. We're going to talk with Leah Robin. They are just latching onto this. They are crushing it. And I just like taking notes on those that are having success. So you're going to learn a lot from them. And also I'm going to give a couple of things. Shauna Daniels in a waiting room. There is no waiting room. So she's probably on the wrong link. So she's waiting somewhere else. But I'm also going to give you some updates because we have a lot of tools and a lot of systems. One thing I'd encourage you to do, if you are brand new, the first thing you want to do is we have an onboarding system, and it's important that you get connected to everything. So let me just share this real quick. But we have this wellness360.community/start. Once you go in here, we send this link to both customers and partners to get onboarded. And when they're on this, they will then go through their onboarding process, which is this wellness360 community/links. And this will give them their 5 steps to success. So this will give them their launch steps. This will give them other resources. Now I'm curious, who here has already gone through at least the 5 steps? You've set up your link, you've set up your subscription, you've done those things. Put a 5 in the comments if you've done that already. If not, that's your homework. Or if you have teammates, I want to encourage you and empower you. If you have teammates that you know you got on board, it's going to be highly important that you get them connected to these as well too. Awesome. Good job, guys. I had a conversation, and you never know, don't want to assume. I had a conversation with a leader the other week, and the leader had a question. And I was thinking, I'm like, if you went through the onboarding, you would know where the answer to this question is. And I asked the question, have you been through this? This person was like, oh, I missed that detail. You know, so all the little details do matter in everything. And then we'll be able to move forward. Okay. So with that, though, I would actually like to start out with bringing on some of our superstars. First person I want to bring up is Miss Cindy Keys. I am so grateful for her. I asked her the other day, I'm like, Cindy, you are crushing it. You've done what we call 10 and 2. 10 and 2 means you've acquired at least 10 customers, 2 partners. You're in our mastermind. Like there's a lot of things going on. And I selfishly wanted to get to know you more and your story and everything. But welcome on, Cindy. How you feeling?
Feel great. A little bit nervous, but all is well.
Oh, man. Who here does not believe Cindy is nervous? I mean, you got it. No, I appreciate it. I know you're nervous because you want to deliver, you want to do a good job. And I know it's your heart-centeredness, your servant leadership and everything. So let me see here. Okay. Cindy, are you there still? She was so excited, she froze, which is great. Or did I freeze? No? Okay, I didn't freeze. Like I said, I'm gonna come back to Cindy. I'm
She
gonna
said
land next.
computer died. Her computer
Oh,
died.
computer died. Computer
Yeah.
died. Okay. She'll be back on in a bit. No worries, no worries.
I
That's
better charge mine.
that's a good note. Technology works when it's plugged in.
Okay,
So
I'm plugged in.
on the other hand, I also want to introduce you to another superstar. We got Leah and our newest manager, 10 and 2 qualified,
Yes.
just absolutely crushing it. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Well, how I feel, like really excited. That's just like nervous, excited, happy because I really, really, really wanted it. And so, Tammy, thank you for guiding me all the way through it.
Congratulations. So
Thank you.
before this, have you ever done another business like this at all before?
I have, and I was in that
Yeah.
company since 2016 and loved it. Tried very, very hard, and it was not easy to grow, but had fun with it. Made a lot of friends. You know, it's all about the community too. I mean, that's a big part of our life, right? And so if you're making money on the side and helping people with the community, it was just perfect. But advancing here versus there can't even compare. So this is
Wow.
awesome, and I'm very happy here.
So what do you think are some of the main differences of your experience there versus here in terms of your business?
Main differences. Okay, so if I may speak about our system here, is once you advance, you stay at that level forever. You don't have to requalify every single month, which was a problem over there. And I say problem because that's hard. Because every month you have to requalify and you still want to grow to the next and next and next level. So that was tough. That was hard. And after a while, discouraging. So I like it that here, when you work hard for something, you get to keep it. You get to stay there.
That's huge. Who here loves that there's no pressure to have monthly quotas or sales targets and stuff like that? And the irony is that when you don't have that pressure, have you found that you actually are motivated to grow more and you actually end up doing more business like over the course of time? Would you say that's true? Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I'll tell you one more thing that I love about this. We are in 50 or 50 plus countries. And that's a dream come true. Because that's what I was hoping for with my previous company, and it just wasn't going that way. So I love it. I love it.
Perfect. Who here wants an excuse to travel? We have that opportunity here. Absolutely. And why was it that manager was such a big deal for you?
That's an easy one, right? Going to Orlando, wanting to be at least at the manager level and go on the stage.
Come on. There's nothing wrong about that, So for those of you who are aware, at PXP, in around a month, it's a month from now, our biggest celebration, go manager and above, you get to walk the stage. So congratulations. And there's more than enough time to go another title. I'm sure you're already thinking about it as well, too. So
We'll see.
Let me ask you this. If you were brand new all over again, and you're coming into this, and you're a little hesitant, you're like, I want to check things out. I want to see how things are. I want to try the product. What would you encourage to that person, knowing what you know now, to really be able to just maximize your experience here in your business?
I think set a goal, and if you know what your goal is, that's your focus. And then you have all the tools here. So I'm kicking myself for doing what you just described, thinking it through, checking out how the drops work, looking it up. But I did go through all the onboarding. It hurt to do my first post, that's like a really giant step, right? It's like, when am I ready? But if I could start all over again, follow the leader, follow the person who's telling you this is the process, just follow it to the T, don't question it. You won't understand it for a few weeks, but you have that window in the beginning to just rocket to, to your goals much, much faster.
I love that. Who here wants a in your business? That was perfect. Leah, congratulations. We are so proud of you. Tammy
Thank
talks
you
about
for your
you all
support.
the time. And thanks for being
you.
willing to be on here as well too. Guys, throw some love in the chat for Leah. And so many amazing nuggets right there. The biggest thing, so many things, but one major thing that she shared is just follow the bouncing ball, just follow the system, right? And let me go through some of this, and then I will have backup, Cindy. I'll have you close things out. So grateful that you were able to make it. But just some updates for you guys, right? So these are designed, and why is this important? The teams that are growing the fastest are the ones that are leveraging the tools. Why? Well, if you want a business that's duplicating with or without you all over the world, I see the Harpers are on here. Something they said, our newest officers, I know they're going to be senior officers soon. They said that they wanted a business that was system dependent, not leader dependent, right? So if you start to put that into your mind state and you're like, let me understand the system. Let me point to the system. Let me know what these are and these tools and resources, so I know how to be a guide for other people. When you realize that that's the power of this business, it relieves a lot of pressure off of you, right? So as you go through these onboarding links, be sure if you haven't, I saw Wendy put in the chat, for example, she's like, you know what? I'm going to go back through these, and you might want to, like, do you know where things are at? For example, pop quiz. Where is our weekly schedule of events for all of our Zooms and stuff? Does anyone know? Which step are they in? If I were to ask you, I know I won't ask you by name. Leah had this look on her face. She's like, I don't like pop quizzes. Throw a number in the chat if you know where the schedule is. Is this going to be like Ferris Bueller's? They're one. Yeah, there we go. Good job. You just go to links, but yeah, step one, right? Why? Because if you or your teammates have the question, hey, when are the Zooms? You know what? Boom, there it is. Why is this important? There's a saying that it's better to be properly prepared without an opportunity than have an opportunity without being properly prepared. Case in point, I was on the phone the other day. There's a lot of people looking at Partner Code, guys. A lot, because it's working right now. This team is crushing it. I was on the phone with somebody that built an organization of 26,000 people in 1 year. This guy has made 300,000 a month in network marketing. Who here would love even a percentage of that? But guess what? It's not Partner Co. So he's looking for a new home. You know what his question was? Do you have a list of all of your Zooms and your events so I can look at that? You know what I did? We do. Step one. And I knew where to point. Can you imagine I didn't know where that was? Let me get back to you. That person would probably say, I don't know if I want to work with this person because it seems like he doesn't know where things are at. Does this make sense, guys? So I'm so glad that I knew where it was. He's not on board yet, but pray for us. We're getting him on the phone with John Wadsworth soon. So anywho, step one is that. Then setting up your smart links is step number 2. Setting up your subscription, number 3. Setting up your direct deposit is number 4. And then making your first post is really where things are driven to. Now, I'm curious, who here has already had an opportunity to make your pinned post? You make your Facebook post, put a 1 in the comments if you have yourself. This is really launching your business, okay? If you haven't yet, you want to make sure you do this because it's been proven time and time again that this is the place that's going to help people to really drive traffic to your business. Now, we have an opportunity right now to win $1,000 giveaway. Now, is anyone here motivated by cash monies? Like you're cool for a little shopping spree. Like I'm curious, throw on the chat. If you had an extra 500 bucks in your pocket right now and it doesn't go to paying off debt, what would you spend it on? Like there's no wrong answer, but I'm curious, like what would you spend 500 bucks on if you had it right now? I would take out my wife to a really nice dinner. Like that's for me, So what would you do? A plane ticket? Yeah, it's a good idea, Vanessa. What else would you do with 500 bucks? I know. Take to PXP for fun. Kim, break them up into $1 bills, and you're just gonna literally make it rain at PXP. At the platinum party, you're literally making it rain dollar bills. You're like, where'd you get that money? I won this thing, right? Take your kids shopping. I love that. So I'll play this quick video here, but Cindy McKnight just threw out this contest. I want to make sure that everyone is aware of. I heard there's no sound. That would be helpful if there's sound. So thank you for letting me know. You would think that I know how to do these things by now. So I was testing you if you knew how to lip sync, So anywho, let's try this again. And I need to make sure that there's captions actually. So I'm glad I did this.
Hello. So I don't know if you've heard yet, but we are doing a $1,000 giveaway on September 2nd. It's how we're going to close out this Manager Monday series that we've been running for the last couple of months. If you've not been on that, it's okay. You still get to participate in this $1,000 giveaway, okay? So how we're going to do this is that there's going to be one $500 winner, and there's going to be 5 $100 winners. So there's going to be a total of 6 winners giving away $1,000 in total. And we're really, really excited to do this. Okay. So how do you get an entry? All right. And how do you help your team get entries? If you have jumped into PartnerCo and you have not yet made your official first post launch to social media, that's all you've got to do is go make your first post. Definitely highly recommend that you follow the guidance in the training of how to launch your business day one here with us. Okay. So follow that because you're going to have more success when launching anyways. Okay. The system works. It's worked for many people before you. It will work for many people after you. So that's how you get an entry is you just go and follow the training and make your very first post. That's it. Okay. How you can also get an entry if you've already launched your business, we got you too. Okay. So anybody that you personally recruited, you sent them your link, they signed up, and you help them make their first post. Okay. They haven't launched their businesses on social media. You let them know about this giveaway. You say, hey, you can get an entry into $1,000 giveaway. All you've got to do is go put up your first post. They do it. They get an entry, and you also get an entry as their sponsor. So you can have unlimited entries. Go help all of your new people launch their businesses on social media. Help them get excited. Help them gain the confidence and the belief that we know that they will gain by getting that first post up and helping them gain traction in their businesses. Okay. Again, this contest runs from Monday, August 19th to August 30th at 11 p.m. Mountain Time. We're going to pick the winner on September 2nd. It's a Monday, and it's how we're going to close out the Manager Monday series, okay? Make sure you fill out the form every time you have an entry, and that puts your name in the wheel of names every time you help somebody launch, okay? That's it. Good luck.
There we go. Hey, who here would love to take your participation and get a piece of that $1,000 pie? Right? So take advantage of this. And if you haven't launched today, technically you got a head start because if you already did your launch post, we can't qualify for that entry. So if you're new, go do it today. And if you're not new, then go help somebody that you sponsored go do this as well too. I saw Monica Ariana, who is also 10 and 2 qualified, just do this for one of her newest teammates. Congratulations on that, to be able to get there, right? And remember, it's only personally sponsoring somebody. You're personally sponsored people. Well, James, I don't have anyone personally sponsored. Go get someone personally sponsored. There's so many opportunities right now, and we have a free enrollment, remember, so there's some cool opportunities on that. What do you want to do? I do want to go over this. We have a couple of support channels to use. Who here would love it if your social media post, especially your launch post, can get a little bit more traction, like some little bit more love? Some of you might be like, no one looks at my stuff, and I don't know if people are going to want to look at this. We do what's called the engagement sandwich. So connecting with people, we go over that in day 1 of the launch week. But what you also want to do is we have such an invaluable tool with our Warrior Movement Support Telegram. Who here has posted or read anything that's in this chat so far, right? Give me a wave or put a 1 in the comments below. I'm telling you, if you just sit in this chat, you can ask any question. But if you read and listen, you're going to absorb so much, because this is when you can bring any question, business related, product related, anything to the table, because maybe your teammates are busy. They don't get back to you sometimes because we're all busy right now. Well, here you can actually take advantage of the community and draw from every one of us. But what you can also do is with a launch post. Now, we tell people only share your launch post in here. My personal take is I don't want to necessarily boost every single social media post I make, because if you share multiple of your posts, you're going to get brand partners to engage on your post. And the way the Facebook algorithm works is if brand partners that are already in the business are engaging on your post, it's only going to show your post to brand partners, and you can't sell them. Who here wants to make a post and it leads to sales, right? Like that's the goal. So it's like, if you do it for just a launch post, that's great. For the other ones, it might hurt you more than it'll help you. That's why I recommend to do that. So yeah, take advantage of this and read through it, ask your questions, and really navigate there. And we're actually prioritizing answering in here, okay? So if you look here at the pinned message, when you're in the group, you might want to read this, is it'll share with you what you can post, what you can't post, and just some guidelines on that, just so we can create the best space. But good job, everybody. This thing has been popping. It has been so hot. And I know a lot of people have gotten a lot of value from that, okay? What I've also noticed is that a lot of the questions could also be answered by going through this onboarding page. So my encouragement to you as a rising leader, is that okay if I call you that? Who here is okay if I call you like a rising leader? Like you're a growing leader, right? I am. I want to grow my leadership. Let me word it the other way. Who here wants a rapidly duplicating team so you can have business all around the world? Okay, I want that. Well, that means you must grow in your leadership, right? So if that's the case, then what I would encourage is be sure to know what's on this onboarding page, because more than likely 90% of the questions can be answered on this. They can be answered in our launch week as you're making your first week posts and everything. A lot of it's there, I know, and then you might want to answer it, but feel free to utilize that Telegram support channel. Okay, so we have that. Now, some other things that are here that I want to make you aware of. We are constantly updating and sharpening up these tools. What you don't know won't help. So we have our 7-day launch plan. Who here has already gone through the 7-day launch? Put a 7 in the comments, by the way. This is going to help drive your business forward. I've seen every single teammate that actually goes through this is like 30 minutes a day, 60 minutes a day. You learn the business. You learn how to utilize our boards. You learn how to convert customers and partners. And you also learn how to achieve 10 and 2, which gets you to be a part of our mastermind itself, you know? So I'd love to ask somebody that just crushed this. You got a chance to meet her a little bit ago, but we'll welcome her back. It was a nice warm up, but Cindy Keys, welcome back. Let me know if you could unmute yourself and if you could hear anything. And there you are. Cindy, hi.
I don't know what happened.
No worries. It means that this is going to be amazing. So no
Yes.
pressure. So Cindy, for those of us who don't know you, prior to partnering here, what else were you doing for work, business, life?
So I work full time for Korn Ferry, which is a international consulting firm. I have been in and out of network marketing companies for probably 2 decades. Running a lot of
So you're
circles
like
with
30 years old? You're
at
like
least
30 years old.
I'm actually 62 years old, and
No.
I need a retirement plan. And I have always
Yeah.
thought that network marketing was probably the answer, but I never found a fit. I was never successful. I never made any money, never found family or community or a system. And so I've been running in the same circles with doctors Lorette and Jody for years and years and years and years.
Good
And
circle.
yeah, they're a good circle. And Jody reached out to me, I guess, in June, and she's like, "Hey, I'm doing a new venture with Dr. Lorette, and I'm like, send me the products because I know if you're promoting them, they're probably good, but I am ventured out. I'm not doing this anymore." So she sent me the products and sent me, more information, and I started getting, plugged into the group, the Wellness 360 group, and watching and learning, and like, okay, well, I'm going to order the products. And she's like, "Well, it's only a $30 like one-time lifetime fee to get in." And I'm like, "Well, that's kind of a no-brainer, right?" So I jumped in, I became a brand partner, ordered my products, and it was probably a week and a half or so before I went through the training. I spent a whole Sunday. I went through the training, I got my board set up, and I'm just blown away by the system and the machine and how easy this is. The culture is incredible. The leadership is second to none. Um, there's nothing like it out there. I mean, it's just so easy. I don't have to think, and I work a full-time job. So, to be able to do this in addition to that and be getting the momentum that I'm getting, it's all kudos to the company, the system, and the leaders. So I'm super stoked.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And I'm curious, how many customers and partners have you enrolled personally so far? Do you know?
Oh gosh, I think I have 5 partners,
Wow.
maybe 6. I
Wow.
may have got my 6th one today, 5 or 6, and customers like 12.
Oh my gosh. Wow. And you launched when? Like,
I think it was like the last week of July.
oh my gosh. So like 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. So what is one thing that you think has been really key? Like what has been a different thing? What have you noticed really has led to a lot of conversions fast for you?
I think, especially this month, it was easy to get people on board with the free enrollment. I think that was really enticing to people. So I was able to get probably 3 people sign up because of that incentive. Maybe more than that. But yeah,
Utilizing the tools. Way to go.
the
Cindy,
tools are
yeah.
amazing. The tools use them, everybody. Like, this is so easy. Just do it.
Still love that. Yeah, Dr. Lorette said a key from Cindy Keys. So I'm talking about. Yes. Congratulations, 10 and 2 qualified senior supervisor. Is that right? And I know
Yes, today.
you're just getting promoted left
Yeah,
and right.
yeah.
Congrats. Congrats. Thanks
Thank
for sharing, and thanks for battling a shutdown computer to be back on.
Thank you.
You got it. Guys, there's some love in the chat for Cindy. I hope this encourages you. And what I hear is, and that's why I love bringing so many of our partners up, because everyone's just like us. Everyone has the same tools. Everyone has the same product. It's just up to you to utilize them, and they work for every single person. All right. So congratulations there. But you want to drive to 10 and 2. We welcome you into a mastermind. We actually just kicked off a mastermind series where we're bringing the incredible people onto this call and giving some higher level coaching. So you want to make sure you're a part of that. So if you're not 10 and 2 qualified, getting 10 customers, 2 partners, or enrolling 12 people, at least 2 of them being partners, that's an essential part to making $500 a month to drive into 6 figures in 6 months. In fact, Cindy, that means you've probably made almost $1,000. It's just my guess, So I'm sure you're kind of counting, but probably not really understanding it yet. It's just paychecks are coming, and that's how this is, right? You're just having fun, and wow, you actually get paid, right? So congratulations there. So as you go through that launch, it's super essential. And what you're going to do is, I'd encourage you, look through this as like a prospect through everything that you're sending. So as you make your post, when you respond, we use our boards, and our boards are done for you scripts in a system. This is probably one of the biggest things that those that are moving fast and making sales fast are using, because I don't know about you, but when I was new, my number one fear was, what do I say? Right? I didn't want to look silly. I didn't want to over say something. Who here, let's be real, has ever verbally vomited on your prospect before? You're like, there's this and this and this and this. I remember my first prospect, I did not follow the training. I remember I gave them a 5-minute presentation that I thought was the perfect thing ever. I'm like, Cindy, you just get this bubble and you get this bubble and this bubble. And then like, we saw these products and we're going to make a lot of money. And they looked at me with these blank stares, and they said, not just no, but they said, they were like, you're in a cult, you're in a scam. I'm like, oh my gosh. Why? Well, we want to make sure that we can utilize these tools. So you want to know how these scripts work. So we have our pinned post here, but when people start to respond to you, you want to go through them. Now, most of us are going to lead with the drops. So when you're going through here, read through them, and it's structured where it's meant to be just a 1, 2, 3, and follow it. And think to yourself, how does this work? So they ask for info. You share with them this. It gets them plugged into the machine. By the way, there are more updates that are going to be coming soon as well too. It gets them into the email capture, and it gets them onto this page. One question that I've seen is a lot of questions about the drop specifics, things like, where's the clinical trials? Or what are the product ingredients? Or what's the best video to send to my business prospect or my customer prospect? Quiz, what's the best video to send to somebody that's interested in either the drops or learning about the business? What do you think? What is the best thing? I don't know. Let me see. What do we do? Oh gosh. One video. Bing, bing, bing. Exactly. It is this one. I know I kind of gave you the answer. You're like, it's not that obvious, James, is it? You're having it on the screen or trying to trick me. It's the main one, right? So you want to get them onto the wellness360.community so they can get into the machine, so they can be in the automated 14-day email sequence, and they go onto this page, which is the system page. You can save this one down, right? But they'll watch through this. This goes through both product and business. And what it plants in their mind, they're like, I can get the product, but I can also make some money here as well too, right? A lot of other backup. We have all the ingredients that are on here as well too, how to use them, testimonials, like a lot of great things, clinical trials. It is all here. And we also have other videos and other things to compare it to as well too, right? How about this? Who here would like some more business-minded people on your team? You're like, man, my prospect wants some comp plan stuff. My prospect wants some information. You can go onto this link, and there's some more information about the founders and the actual comp plan and all these things. So just be aware of these types of things that there are. and utilize how to just walk them through these scripts. So walk through them, read through them, and trust the process. You might adjust a little bit. Like Cindy might say y'all. Cindy, are you a y'all person? I'm just guessing because you're in Texas. So, you know, you might not say, you might change some of the verbiage a bit, but stick to it until you understand the flow. Use guys. We got the jersey. Yes, right? So go through these, okay? We also have follow-up scripts for when your customer gets their drops. How do I get someone started? How do I coach them? You don't have to. Just plug them in with week 0, which gets them onto our onboarding site, which also sends them information about how to use the drops and everything like that as well too. Okay. Another thing that I'll bring up here is we are making some adjustments to the boards. Actually, based on what we're seeing in the Telegram group, we are helping build tools to solve most of the problems. So one thing I saw was this: who here has gotten questions about the drops before? Things like, I'm on X medicine, can I take this? I'm on this hormone, can I take this? Is this natural? What are the natural flavors? Can a pregnant woman use this, right? These types of questions. Well, we've been dealing with these drops since they come out. So we've probably heard every single objection on the planet. They are in the drops pipeline message scripts, but you know what we just did? We figured to make it super obvious, we put it right up front now. So when you go to your boards, go to drops common questions, and we have all of these questions answered. Are they FDA approved? Are there any side effects? Why can't I buy it on Amazon and eBay? Like literally, there's everything. And by the way, if we get a question that we don't see that's on here, we actually update these. So they work. All right. Yeah, they're super good. And if you want more, we have a whole slenderized FAQ document here that's in the same board as well too. A lot of these are used when you're on the drops, but it's helpful to know too. What should I do if I get a headache? Have you had clients that said that, right? What are the complaints? What do I do if I hit a plateau? What do I if I want to exercise while following this diet? I'm going to guess Dr. Lorette Willis, she's an officer, soon to be senior officer, 10 and 2 qualified 7 times, I think. And her team is rapidly exploding. She just did a whole coaching series on hormone balancing. And I correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Lorette, but on her final day, we're doing a lot of Q&A. And she had a printout in front of her. I wonder if she had this document or some of the FAQs out, and she was going through some of the frequently asked questions. She may or may not have. She did have some. Awesome. Because guess what, guys? If you just start reading through this and you start answering some of these things, you will look like an expert. Can I give you one pro tip for social media? Something to consider, right? Who here's okay with a pro tip here? This is how you can sound super smart without having to be super smart. You know what you might do? Go through this FAQ doc or go through this common question doc. And you know what you can do? Grab a couple of them and you can do like a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live. And you might be like, commonly asked questions on the drops. Or maybe you'll type it out in the post. Okay. You know, I recently did a live into Wellness 360. And all I did is I literally went down this list. I'm like, boom, and boom, and boom, and boom. And you know what's so funny? That was one of the most engaging, highly converting, most popular videos I've ever done. And all I did was I was just reading through the boards. So I'll give you that secret. Okay, so maybe you'll use that and you'll have a lot of fun. Okay, who here today has already gotten at least one detail that you feel you can implement that can make a change in your business? Right? Give me a wave or put a 1 in the comments if you're like, I got something. I got something. Okay, so we have those down there. All right, so we have those boards. We have the machine that's driving towards everything. What else do we have? We also have our incredible community here. One thing that's helpful in this Wellness 360 community, this is where all of our prospect facing stuff is. The Facebook group all the scripts that we have in the machine actually always point people back into the Wellness 360 group. Why? What we're seeing is this group's exploding. And good job, guys. I see a lot of you engaging, a lot of you posting, a lot of you even asking questions, which is fantastic. And I'm seeing people introduce themselves. I'm seeing you loving on them. Congratulations on that. I'm seeing you tag people onto this. Really wise. Because what we're starting to see is people actually watching. Remember, these are prospects in this group. So the more buzz and the more engagement there is, the more your people are going to see it. We're seeing a lot of people saying, hey, can I get the drops? We always point people back to whoever brought them in the group, by the way. Hey, can I join? We're starting to see this happen in the group. But what I would encourage you to do is, I've heard a lot of questions like, if I have this, can I use this? Or, hey, James, I have a customer or a prospect that has hypothyroidism. They have diabetes. They are blah, blah, blah. Can they use the drops? Or are there other questions? Are there other examples like this? You know what you can do? Here's another pro tip. Do you guys see there's this little magnifying glass here in Wellness 360? Go here and search. Let's search for hypothyroidism, if I can do this correctly. When you search, guess what? If we have it in the group, it'll pull up every single post about that, whatever you're searching. Here's an amazing one with Fina Toscano, one of our vice presidents in Australia, that goes over how she went off her hypothyroidism medicine because of this system, right? So type in the chat, by the way, what are some questions? What are some things that you've seen that you've had questions on? Are there any conditions like people with gout? I saw that question earlier today, or heart, blood pressure issues, or whatever. Type it in. And Dr. Lorette said it well. Once you see it, add tag message. So you can comment on it, tag that person in the group, and then message them. Hey, Pam, I just connected you to this video. Check it out, right? What products help with brain fog? Let's try that. Actually, you know what? Brain fog. Is this here? Brain fog. Oh, what do we got a brain fog one? This one's on the drops. Okay. What is this? Brain fog. This one's at Barney. Did you see Marnie's picture? Come on, Marnie. This is 2 weeks. Wow. Congratulations. My goodness. Thyroid meds, autism. Do we have autism? Let's see. Ozempic. Yes. All of these, homework today. Do a search through this. This one was on autism. Okay. So we have some things that are in here. Okay. Some pro tips on that. Last thing that I'll share as resources and tools so you can see this. Yeah, Ozempic, you're totally fine. There's no contraindications. And I did a whole thing on, do I have an Ozempic one here? Let me see, Ozempic. Do we have this? Is it okay to use drops on Ozempic and Wegovy? Did we answer this? Yes. Do you guys see this? Is anyone else mind blown now? You're like, just got the power. You can be an expert without being an expert. Just know where things are at. Aren't you glad that you came here today? Like, dang, I hope you feel empowered. Who here's feeling more empowered right now to do your business? All right, give me a wave or put a yes in the comments. All right, final thing I'll go over for today is also in the community. Every Wednesday, we are doing one prospect-facing call. And in this prospect-facing call, we're bringing amazing people together, okay? We do a live one. It's 5 p.m. Pacific now, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I can't wait tomorrow. Have you ever had the question of, what is homeopathy? Or have you read the ingredients on the drops and you're like, what is this ammonium bromodium 12X? Or have you had people say, well, I saw that this ingredient came from shellfish and I'm shellfish allergic. Can I use the drops? It is in the boards, by the way. But also, what if you actually got truly educated from a homeopathic expert herself? So tomorrow we have the honor of having Amy Rickman on, and she was on Dr. Lorette's challenge. She will blow your mind. She is amazing. She knows so much. I've been dealing with the drops for 12 years, guys. I did not know these details about homeopathy until I learned from Amy. She is like, everyone wants her time right now. So we have her time tomorrow. So you want to make sure that you come on, and these are prospect facing. You want to make sure you bring your customers. You want to make sure you bring your prospects. We live stream it into Wellness 360. We also have a YouTube channel, Wellness 360, that we house all of the other live streams that we do as well too, which, by the way, you can also search and you can see if there's other videos that we have as well too. So it's all tools that you can use for all of the things that we're utilizing, right? So as you conclude this portion, and babe, let me know if you want to chime in on everything. We have a lot of cool tools. And it's up to you as your own leader to think, what is my true north? I love what Leah said. Set a goal. All the tools don't matter unless you have a goal. Everything will activate once you have that goal. So my question to you is this: what is your next goal? What is your next goal? If you haven't launched your business, I hope you launch your business today. There's no better day than today. Do it messy, go into it. And I hope you enter into that campaign for $1,000 giveaway. Maybe your goal is, I'm going to help another one of my teammates launch their business. I know someone that needs to do that. Help them to be able to do that. Maybe you're driving towards 10 and 2 and you want to be in our 6-figure in 6-month plan, which we've done this for 7 months, guys. I've legitimately seen multiple people actually make $10,000 a month within 6 months time. Could your life change with an extra 10,000, by the way, in 6 months from now? That's like February time. Just run the play. It's going to start to happen. All right. It's like super cool how that works. So maybe your goal is to do 10 and 2. Maybe your goal is to unlock the compensation plan, perhaps. And you want to be able to take a look. I also updated on our links page. We have a comp plan playlist now. We house all of our business trainings like this one on this playlist here. So if you click on this, this will link you to a playlist with all of our actual business trainings, academies, fast starts, everything. If you click on this partner code compensation plan playlist, it'll take you to our comp plan. What is the comp plan? This one's been popular: how to unlock the partner code compensation plan for life and go ultimate. Who here's watched this 5-minute ultimate video, by the way? Put a 5 in the comments if you have. I've seen so many people utilize this, and they are getting massive success because they're going ultimate. They're seeing their team go ultimate. They're getting amazing products. They're driving towards success, right? So awesome. It's all here. And I want to mention this because the Warrior Movement YouTube channel, we have 2 channels, but the Warrior Movement YouTube channel, I've made it pretty much unlisted. So the only way that you can get these links is if you're in the community, just so we can protect you, because against compliance, and also there's other teams of other systems that we don't want to get them confused, basically. So that's why have this links page up and running. Homework for you too. Today or sometime soon, click through every button. Just click through every button and utilize them. See what it all leads you to. Okay. Who here likes to click on things and you see that it opens up ideas, right? Opens up doors. So just have fun with that. Yeah, Tammy said, don't share these publicly. These are partners only. These are your tools. These are your assets. And you know what's so cool? This is one of the big reasons why this organization is crushing it. Because like what Leah said, like what Cindy said, you can have a great product. You can have a great comp plan. You can have a great company. But who else has tools like these that are readily available that can help you scale literally all around the world? All right. So with that said, I hope you had fun. Any burning question as we are concluding this? We went through a lot of cool things. I hope you feel good. Okay. If you do have a question, where's a good place to put a question, by the way, for your business? Throw it in the chat. Where's a good place to throw a question? There's many places, but one thing we went over today, Telegram support. Dr. Let's got this. That's why her business is scaling like crazy. You know, business questions in there. All right. Other than that, everyone, Keep on crushing it. Let us know however we can do to help. List of countries, best way, go to the flag on the PartnerCo site and just like go through the flag. Every single flag is a country that we're in. Okay, perfect. On that, have a great one. Have a great night, guys.